No!
What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here. This is Run It Back, home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and please do me a big favor and hit the like button. Let's try to get 500 likes on the video. Let's get right into it. Sixers lose to the bum-ass Cavaliers. A lot of things went into this game, but listen, man, I'm just going to break it down in order because I don't want this video to be like 38 minutes long. And I started a new thing. I'm putting graphics on the screen. Boom, 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 to let you guys know exactly what I'm about to talk about so you can know what to expect and that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments if that's a good idea, if you like the look of it and all that kind of stuff. Give me your thoughts and opinions, advice, or whatever. Let's get right into it, man. I was out late last night. I didn't get to make my video last night. But I went ahead and watched all my guys, you know what I mean? I went ahead and watched all my Philly YouTubers, you know what I mean? Philly Mike, Philly Talk Podcast, RB Swish, Sports Talk with Broads, you know what I mean? I went right down the line and watched all my guys react to these games. Go ahead and subscribe to all of those guys if you're not subscribed already. Most notably, my guys Philly Mike and RB Swish, because they're growing their channels and they are just very analytical and they're on the come up, and go ahead and show them some love, man. I don't need to say anything about Sports Talk with Broads. My man is doing it big. Y'all already know about him and you're probably subscribed already. I watched all of them and I liked all of their takes and I liked all of their points. But I'm about to be a little deeper here. I'm about to be on a different level. I'm about to be in a different universe, because this is more than just what I saw on the TV screen. This is more than just what I see on the box score. This is more than just what I saw on the basketball court. I'm going borderline conspiracy theory here, bro. I'm going borderline flat earther. There's a deeper meaning to this, because I can't figure out how there wouldn't be a deeper meaning. I'm going borderline Alex Jones of the sports world right now, okay? So just bear with me. This right here, watch this play. Al Horford catches the ball right here. Now, he is 6'11". All right, he's 6'11". He has the ball right next to the rim. There is no way in hell a 6'11" player does not put this ball in the rim right here. Now watch what he does. He just throws it. He just throws the ball. I am starting to think that Al Horford is throwing games. I'm starting to think that Al Horford is trolling the 76ers. Maybe, hear me out, maybe Al Horford, I'm sure he hated being here the first couple months. Once he realized that this is not working, my role is not this, and this. I'm starting to think Al Horford wanted out at the trade deadline. The 76ers said, no, we're not trading you. We're going to make this work. He's pissed off. He's a veteran player. He's 33 years old. He's been around. He doesn't want to come off the bench at this year that he's at when he feels like he can still play. He's pissed off that the Sixers refused to trade him at the trade deadline, and now he's sticking it to him. He's trolling the 76ers. He doesn't like Brett Brown. He doesn't like Elton Brand. He doesn't want to be here, and he is trolling the front office. I can't find another explanation for it. I can't. This man had 10 points and 5 rebounds in 34 minutes last night. Not playing alongside Embiid. Embiid left the first 8 minutes of the game. This man had 10 points and 5 rebounds in 34 minutes. You explain to me how that's possible without him absolutely not trying to play. I've watched so many plays so far this season of Al Horford standing in the paint, a guard coming at him, and he doesn't even put a hand up. He stands there with his arms down and lets people put layups in, right like this. This is Al Horford's defense in 2020. Oh, gosh darn it. I can't find another explanation, bro. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I think Al Horford is purposely playing like crap. And I can't say I blame him. This is a joke at this point. This front office is a joke at this point. Shout out to my guy. I put a post up earlier before the game and said, give your score prediction, and if you get it closest to the score, I'll give you a shout out. I didn't honestly think the Sixers were going to lose to the Cavs, but King Soul, shout out to King Soul, he guessed the Cavs winning 110-96, and they won 108-94. So you almost, first of all, you picked against the Sixers, and you almost nailed the score right on the head. So shout out to you for having some kind of wisdom, I guess. Listen, man, the Embiid injury, I don't know much about it. Obviously, it didn't look like a big hit or anything, but he was clearly in pain when he was shooting the free throw. So I'm not going to say he's not injured. I'm not going to say he didn't strain something, pull something in his shoulder, whatever. That's fine. Will this guy ever be healthy in an NBA season? Who the hell knows? But I don't want to really get into that. The main point I want to make here is not having Embiid is not an excuse to lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's just not an excuse. I don't want to hear it. Oh, they didn't have Simmons or Embiid. The Cleveland Cavaliers have a second-year point guard who put up 28 points on us. The Cleveland Cavaliers out-rebounded us 49-32. Which leads me to my next point. What is rebounding? What is the main thing that goes into rebounding? Because this is the thing that stood out to me in this game more than anything is the rebounding margin. And I want to talk about rebounding. What is the main thing that goes into rebounding? Aside from boxing out, aside from fundamentals, aside from sealing off your man, what is the main thing that lets one player get the ball over another player? Effort. Effort. That's it. Two players, one ball, both guys trying to get the ball. The guy who gives the most effort gets the ball. That's how rebounding works. Dennis Rodman was 6'7". He led the league in rebounding, 8 years? Why? Because he was an absolute psychopathic maniac when it came to effort. Dennis Rodman his heart would stop before he would physically stop to get a rebound. He would never let you outwork him. And I'm not saying you got to be Dennis Rodman, but Al Horford had 5 rebounds in 34 minutes. We got out rebounded 49-32 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Are you kidding me? Larry Nance had 15 rebounds. Larry Nance Jr. had 15 rebounds. Tristan Thompson had 13. 28 rebounds between two guys who averaged like 8 or 7. Come on, man. To put it in perspective, Glenn Robinson III was only in the game for 15 minutes, and he couldn't hit a shot, but he had 4 rebounds. A small forward had 4 rebounds in 15 minutes. And a 6'11" starting center had 5 in 34. I am disgusted. The 2019 offseason is quite possibly one of the worst in 76ers history. It just is. It's just one of the worst in history. We lost J.J. Redick. We lost Jimmy Butler. We needed ball handling and shooting, and all we did was sign a 33-year-old backup center to a $109 million contract. It's insane. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen, and it will be the demise of this team until that contract is ridded of, or until we trade him, or until we wait it out. I guess I don't know what to say. What can you do with Al Horford for 3 more seasons? What can you do? Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, and Al Horford combined for 30 points. Tobias Harris is being paid $180 million. Al Horford's being paid $109. Josh Richardson's not being paid, but I thought Josh Richardson is better than he played last night. I mean, he's clearly better than he played last night. I don't like his Lonzo Ball looking jump shot. I don't know what. I can't. Shoots from the left side of his head. It's just I can't stand it. We can't shoot on the road. These dudes cannot make shots. They can't make wide open threes. I'm about to go down to a court, not today because the weather's terrible, but as soon as the weather's okay, I'm going to the nearest basketball court and I'm going to shoot a wide open NBA three because I feel like I can still make one. I feel like me, a 33-year-old regular dude on YouTube, can make a wide open NBA three and NBA players can't make them. For the money we're paying Tobias Harris and Al Horford, we could have had so many complementary pieces. We could have had so many pieces for that money. Why in the world would you spend all that money on these two guys? Tobias Harris is not a player. He's a nice piece to have. He's not a max contract player. He's a certain skill set. He needs a certain type of offense to fit in, to run, to get to his shots, to get to his spots on the floor, to get his game going. Which is going to lead me to my next point eventually. But Shake Milton was the leading scorer last night. Shake Milton just came up from the G League like 3 months ago. Shake Milton was your leading scorer. How is this possible? I'm going to tell you how all of this is possible. How Tobias Harris underperforming is possible. How Al Horford underperforming is possible, how Josh Richardson underperforming is possible, how Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson III underperforming is possible, how Trey Burke averaging 18 points per game 2 seasons ago couldn't even get on the floor and got cut behind Raul Neto is possible. I'm going to explain all these things to you in my final point of this video. Brett Brown cannot coach in the NBA. Cannot. He can't do it. We've seen enough. All the evidence is here. We're wasting time. The Sixers will never win with Brett Brown. Everybody knows it. The front office knows we will never win with Brett Brown. Elton Brand knows we won't win with Brett Brown. Everybody knows it. This is a coach you hired during the tanking years. You gave him a shot. He was Greg Popovich's right-hand man, probably just made his coffee and polished his shoes for him. So we'll give him a chance to be a head coach, see what he does, because these couple of seasons don't matter. And then once we get some good players, maybe we'll go ahead and get an experienced coach to lead the charge. What are we waiting for? Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid have disguised Brett Brown's inability to coach. Ben Simmons, because the NBA is a talent league, okay? And if you have enough talent on the team, you don't have to be a good coach. You don't have to be, you know? And I'm not saying Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons can win a championship just by being good, but it's like the Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors thing. You know what I mean? Mark Jackson set all that up. I could coach Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant to a championship. Here's a basketball. Go score more points than everyone else. That's easy. It's when you don't have those kind of players. When Brett Brown doesn't have a Joel Embiid and a Ben Simmons. Can he coach? No. He can't even beat the worst team in the damn NBA. How did Brett Brown get this job? I just explained to you how he got it. Tanking. Oh, we'll give him a shot to be a head coach. I don't think Brett Brown has any basketball knowledge whatsoever. I don't. And somebody tell me where it is. It seems like everything you should do, he doesn't do. I think, honestly, Brett Brown got the job by knowing who he knows. Oh, he coached Ben Simmons' dad in Australia. Who gives a shit about that? Not me. That's how he got the job. But I don't think he knows basketball, period. I think he's a rugby fan. I don't even think he cares. I think Brett Brown coaches the Sixers to a couple of losses, goes home at night, and watches the highlights of his favorite rugby team. I don't see it. It's a joke at this point. Brett Brown's sitting back like, how have they not fired me yet? I'm not doing anything. I'm not running any plays. I have no offensive system. I'm not holding guys accountable. I'm not even yelling at people. I'm coming in a post-game press conference talking about philosophies, talking about the NBA landscape. Shut the hell up. That's all I got for you guys, man. Something has to change. Why are we wasting time? Change it right now. Change it right now. Why are we wasting time? My name is DJ Eastwood. Thank you for watching Run It Back. Home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people are still supporting Brett Brown. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. You guys have a good day, man. Peace out.